Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to take you guys through my budget for my paycheck, and I'm just going to jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm just going to be titling this page with the month and the paycheck that I'm writing out this budget for. I like to keep a record of this so I can go back and look and see how I was doing as far as my budget and if I was sticking to it. And I also like to make sure I highlight how much my paychecks were, just so I can see if my paychecks were consistent. So now I'm going to be writing down the expenses that I have to take care of for this paycheck. I usually write the date that I get paid and then the next date that I get paid, so I can figure out what bills I need to pay in between then. And I'll do that later in the video. But here I'm just writing out the expenses that I know I need to pay with this paycheck. So next I like to write the due dates next to each expense, just so that I don't forget when it's due. I also keep a master copy of all my expenses, so here I'm just copying down what I have from my master copy of the due dates. So I just remembered that I didn't put the dates for my paycheck and the next paycheck, so that's what I was doing there. And then I'm just going to write down how much each expense was next to it, just like I did the due dates. Once I have each amount next to the expense, I total them all up so that I can subtract that from the amount of my paycheck, and that's going to be used for my cash envelopes. Okay, so I just found out how much I'm going to be able to use for my sinking funds, and this is an oddly large amount of money. So what usually happens is I'll have a lot of money for one paycheck, and then for the next paycheck I won't have any money at all left over. So what I usually do is just take some of the money and use that for my sinking funds for this paycheck, and then I'll save that in a rollover envelope. And then I'll use that money that I have in the rollover envelope for my next paycheck sinking funds. Here's a list of my sinking funds / cash envelopes. I like to keep this pretty simple so that when I'm sitting down doing my budget, I don't really feel overwhelmed and overly complicated. And these sinking funds and cash envelopes hardly ever change. Like I said, I like to keep it simple, so keeping everything the same is very easy for me to think about when I'm doing my budget. When I'm deciding how much goes into each cash envelope, I usually just try to think about what we already have on hand or in the house. So some of these envelopes aren't going to get as much because we already have things here. And here I am totaling all of my cash envelopes and subtracting it by what I had originally set aside. And I just do this so that I can figure out how much is going to go into our rollover envelope. So here all of my cash envelopes total out to $390. So I subtracted from the $925 that I originally had set aside, and I got $535 for the rollover amount. And I just double check with the amount that I actually have in the envelope to make sure that they match up. So after I've gone to the bank, this is me just sitting out the envelopes and the cash just to get ready to put the cash in each envelope. So here the groceries envelope is gonna get $50, and that's mainly because we already went to the grocery store, so part of the money has already been spent. The savings envelope is gonna get $100. I usually do $50, but January I wasn't able to save anything, so I'm just trying to catch up. The household envelope is going to get $40, and this is typically enough for us for the 2 weeks. Sometimes we even have money left over. The gas envelope is going to get $80. This is usually a perfect amount, but lately we've been having money left over. I think it's due to it being wintertime, so we've just been staying in the house because driving in the snow is no fun. So the spending envelope is going to get $50. This is typical for us because we've been trying to cut back and not go out as much. Also, it helps that it's winter, so it's cold. We don't really want to go out much. I just accidentally put that $50 bill in there, so I'm just going to switch it out. I just took a minute to figure out what I did wrong. So the gift envelope is a new one this year because I really struggled last year with getting gifts on time and trying to get all the money right away. So I'm going to try and be proactive about that this year. The credit envelope is just in case we buy anything online. That way we're able to pay our credit cards off right away. And here I just have the rollover envelope left. And this is just all the cash that I'm probably going to use for my next paycheck's sinking fund, just so that I can make sure I have money left over for things that I need. So that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I really enjoy filming videos like these. So please let me know if you guys have any questions or comments or video ideas in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.